Hey, you guys, this is Cutesy Ray. Just wanted you all to know that due to these recent events that there's a thing called Momo, and I know you all don't know what it is, but it's a sculpture of some sort that was created, and there's a challenge named after this certain sculpture and things like that. Well, there's a picture of Momo to represent Momo, and the accounts use the picture of a sculpture created by Keisuke Aizawa at special effects firm Link Factory in Japan. With its bulging eyes and huge beak-like mouth, images of the sculpture named Motherbird can be disturbing. The image known as Momo, now apparently being used to torment and horrify children on messaging apps such as WhatsApp, has once again been the subject of a series of warnings. Police have this week expressed concern about the image, which they say is being used by cybercriminals and other malicious actors to add people on messaging services, apparently in an attempt to steal from them. But it is a long-term running trend that has spread across the internet in a variety of different forms, with the true story that is almost as strange as the often troubling false stories that are told about it. But the question is, where did Momo really come from? Relatively little is known about where the Momo image, name, or story came from, but it is far from supernatural and most explicable. The image seems to have started life as a sculpture that was made for an art exhibit in Japan 3 years ago. In its original incarnation, it was actually more strange than the picture that is usually passed around now, as well as the infamous image of the young woman with thin long hair and an unusual distorted face. The original sculpture had the body of a bird, though that now tends to be cut off from images when they were shared online. The photo seems to have been shared first on the internet around August 2016, but it was not until it was posted on the R Creepy Read It forum that it picked up momentum, prompting internet users to begin concocting stories around it. It is not clear where the name came from, and it does not appear to have emerged at the same time as the picture, but the two have become inextricably attached, and the photo is now universally referred to as Momo. Once all of those different constituent parts were together, people gradually added to the myth through stories that suggested the picture and the being it depicted were somehow supernatural in YouTube videos and other online contact that claimed the Momo character was calling up people in the night and terrorizing them. At the same time, its use as a prank that people could use with varying degrees of malice to attack others began. It has often been hard to separate the reality from the truth, and some of the stories linked to the image in stories told on the internet have now been accepted as fact. Many of us question, what is the Momo challenge? As with many things now referred to as challenges by newspapers, the new Momo trend is not really a challenge in the traditional sense, or even in the more recent interpretation of the word that has flourished through popular phenomena such as the Ice Bucket Challenge. Instead, a more accurate descriptor might be a meme, though of course this is not one filled with the kind of fun or joy that word might normally be associated with. There is no real challenge involved, more just a diffuse set of different things people are using the image for. The most chilling one of those, and that which police recently warned people about, is people using the image as their own profile picture and the name Momo, adding people on WhatsApp. They will then send messages that range from the mildly strange to genuinely unsettling and even dangerous. Of course, anyone is able to access the image online, add it to their WhatsApp, and add whoever they like. It means there are as many different ways of using the image as there are people doing it. Some people may be using the picture for relatively non-malevolent, though, of course, still unpleasant purposes, such as freaking out their friends in behavior they might understand as a prank. Others might be using it for altogether more malicious purposes, such as cyberbullying or sending genuinely concerning messages, with reported examples of a child being told to hold a knife to their throat or having their family threatened. In all instances, advice from cybersecurity experts is the same. Be careful about anyone that might add you or children you are responsible for on WhatsApp, whether or not they are using the same image. Adding someone on WhatsApp may seem harmless or even fun at first, but it can be very damaging in the future once they're a contact, especially if this new connection then asks you to act out something you usually would not feel comfortable in participating in. Momo is an internet urban legend originating in 2018. There are speculations that she was created by either of these two makeup Instagram users, Barbarina and Nananku. However, she was actually created by the Japanese company named Link Factory, the real name of the sculpture's mother bird, and the artist who created it is known to make strange statues like Momo. The story of Momo started spreading on July 14th, 2018, when a YouTuber, Gloomy House, created a video talking about the legend. He goes on to say that there are different phone numbers which you can use to contact Momo on WhatsApp. Once the person gets in contact with Momo, the person behind Momo will start leaking all the personal data and information about the person. Sometimes Momo will start even sending very graphical images towards the people that contacted her. Momo is a stalker. She has stalking skills. She abuses victims on WhatsApp, stalks and abuses them, and tortures them, and enforces them into suicide. That's what Momo's user does. Momo was also a psychotic abuser. It was reported that a 12-year-old girl committed suicide by hanging herself on a tree in the family's backyard. The investigation goes on to say that the motive for her suicide was having a contact with Momo. The girl recorded the activities prior to the suicide onto her telephone. In 2019, a famous actress, widely known as Kim Kardashian, shared on her Instagram profile a post created by another woman, which warns the parents about the Momo challenge because Momo started appearing in various YouTube videos and cartoons. Police have said that 2 teenagers have committed suicide because of Momo. On July 19th, 2018, a user by the name Sir Fat Cat published on Game Jolt a video game named Momo. In the game, the player has to do various tasks before getting rescued, such as searching, hiding, and closing doors. The goal is to try to survive until 0. If succeeded, the police will come over and help the player escape. July 22nd, 2018, another user by the name RecordGuy626 uploaded on Game Jolt a game named Momo Chatline. In the game, the player chats with Momo, and Momo sends very scary graphical images to the player. The game is supposed to be a remake of the original urban legend. Momo, the urban legend that has veiled in recent days, is actually a way of stealing information from unsuspecting users. That was said and confirmed by cybersecurity experts. The challenge behind the viral is to talk to Momo through messaging or calling her in WhatsApp. Once the number is contacted, Momo may respond with some violent threats and demonstrate having access to users' personal information. One only needs to put a person's number on Facebook or Instagram to get information from the user's people. Of course, this depends on the privacy of the account. With this, experts recommend everyone keep their accounts on social networks blocked for the general public. According to Twitter users, the person behind the number is Momo, and she can converse in multiple languages. Others believe Momo is actually a bot, something that can be compared to an artificial intelligence used to steal private information of users. Momo got famous after the famous American YouTube Twitch star Edka World Network watched the video on his stream. Advice for all of you is if you have young children or young cousins, nephews, or siblings, do not let them access their device and keep them away from it if it happens to pop up. If you come in contact with any of the people responsible for this, do not contact them back. Stay off your device as much as possible. I'm very concerned and worried about all of your safety. So please, for my sake and for your own sake and safety of your own life, please stay off your device for a while until this problem goes away and the person responsible for this gets punished and gets what they deserve. Please be safe and make smart choices for yourself and for the future of all the people that you care about. And I do apologize for my videos kind of delaying. I'll try to do it within the week. And if you're new to this, please hit the subscribe button and please subscribe for more of me. This is Cutesy Ray.